Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Patrick, managing editor of the Coeur d'Alene Press, and with me today is my friend Steve Cameron, a special assignment reporter for the Press and a longtime sports editor, sports columnist from the Denver Post, Kansas City Star. He has been coast to coast, kind of like Nigel Williams-Goss on a fast
coast
break.
to coast, coast to coast, and in Scotland. Yeah, okay, great.
But now, Steve, we've just kind of been dancing around all of the nuances, the depth charts, all
Scouting
of that,
report.
scouting
Yeah.
reports, all that stuff. Now it's time to really get down to business, Steve. Gonzaga, South Carolina today. Who wins?
I'm going to pick the Zags. I don't think South Carolina has the depth. I think that basically, I mean, this sounds really childish, but I just think Gonzaga has a better team. I mean, they're a 6.5 point favorite. And by the way, that's a big number for a national semifinal. For the Las Vegas odds makers to make a team 6.5 when both teams are in the Final Four. And remember, South Carolina's been hot and played well in the tournament, but they came in having lost 6 of 9, and they're a 7 seed. They were nervous about even getting into the tournament. So there's a reason for that, and that's that Gonzaga has better players. They're a number 1 seed for a reason. They have great depth, especially in the middle. They can rotate 7-footers. If South Carolina has to go deep into its bench, you're going to have guys that are not tournament ready to
Steve,
play.
a lot has been made of the fact that this game is going to be played in a football stadium on an elevated court. Does that favor one team more than the other? Are they both just going to be
Not
in
these
shock
two.
and awe?
Not these two. Carolina and Gonzaga should be about the same. South Carolina and Gonzaga. It's an advantage in the other game. North Carolina is used to being in Final Four environments, and in fact, their starting group is basically a team that played in an environment just like this last year and came 4 seconds away from winning the national championship. So they have a big advantage against Oregon in terms of the setting, getting there, all the craziness and all that. South Carolina and Gonzaga, I would call it a wash. There is one thing, and I've done this myself. I've gone and shot around with the team playing in a dome, in that kind of setting, and it's very strange when you shoot from the corners because it looks like you're shooting to the other side of the world. There's no backdrop. The fans are a mile away, and it's kind of a weird sensation. So some teams adapt to it better than others. Whether that favors Gonzaga or South Carolina, I mean, I don't know. I think Gonzaga has a better team, and when in doubt, why not take the talent? I guess that would be my call. I've predicted that the Zags will win this 66-60 in what Mark Few said about West Virginia, a street fight. It'll be tough. It's not going to be like Xavier. Believe me, it won't. South Carolina won't let that happen, but I think Gonzaga can beat them.
All right. Vegas Insider and others are picking Gonzaga to win it all. Who do you like in the championship game Monday?
Well, first of all, you've got Oregon and North Carolina, and I've already given you my reasons why I think I would pick North Carolina. They've been there; they almost won it last year, so I've got to go with North Carolina to beat Oregon, even though Oregon's playing great basketball right now. And if they were to beat North Carolina, it's not like I would be just stunned and fall over or anything. They're playing great. But I'm on experience and all of that. I'm going to go with Carolina. They're talented. They've been there, and then that means if I'm right, then it's Gonzaga, North Carolina. Carolina's on a mission. They almost won it last year. Same guys. I fear for that one, and I think next year Gonzaga will come back and win it like North Carolina might do this year.
All right. Well,
All right.
I'm
Here we go.
going to differ from my pal. First, I'm going to thank our friends at Midway Automotive and Domino's Pizza for sponsoring this show. I want to thank you for being here with me, Steve.
Can I change my mind to take Gonzaga to win it all?
No, you can't. You're on the record already. But I'm going to close this by saying, here's the team that's going to win it all. Thank you all, and go Zags.
You look better.